the channel for games, guides, and glitches. If you're a developer or publisher, feel free to contact me at the email, and to my regular viewers, please remember to subscribe, it really helps me out. Suddenfall here with the guide for Beacon of Neyda Demo. So this is the demo, and it has achievements, which I'm really happy about. Demos should have achievements, even if it's just a 0G achievement. I love sticking demos to my profile. So these are the controls. You just have to push RB for next page, and you can change any settings you need. So we want to start with new game, and then hit confirm. Once it loads, we will have a cutscene. You can watch the cutscene, but for the sake of the guide, I'm just going to skip it. And then we will load into the tutorial. This is to teach you how to play the game before it throws you into actually playing a level of it. So when we start, we want to go down this tunnel here using the left stick. And then we want to go over to the container and open it with A. And then we want to move over to the next container once we cycle through the text and open up the next one. Here we will get a blue power cell. And then we can open up this third one and we'll get another blue power cell. So we want to move back to the left and we want to go up. And then we want to move to the right. As we're moving to the right, you'll see a generator. You want to place a blue orb in that generator, or a blue power cell. And then we'll get some more text. Then we want to head to the right here, where you'll see this little device defending the base for us. We want to push Y, and then you want to use RT to change over to a barricade and place it within the orange boundary. Then you hold A, and this will build it. You can distract these guys so that they don't actually damage the machine, but once they start damaging the machine, you can't distract them. If they damage it, you can repair it the same way we're building this barricade. Now we just have to wait for this wave to be killed. You could use your gun if you want, but I prefer just to let the machine handle it. You can run up to them to distract them, and this way they don't touch the barrier. Just wait till they're in distance of the device first before distracting them. Now we have to move over to the right, but collect the gear before you do. Gears are what bad guys drop, and they are very handy. So once you get that text, we can move back to the left because they want us to build a power tower. So you want to build the energy tower. And then you just got to build it in the yellow. Then hold A again. Being out in the open like this, that means that tower could get attacked and destroyed. So just be aware of where you're placing your energy towers. So we want to move over to the right now where we can leave. There are enemies coming, so you want to be pretty quick about it, so that they don't destroy your stuff. This completes the tutorial and gets you an achievement. You'll find we're in an underground tunnel. You want to head to the left. Collect the gear. As you can see, everything we collected disappeared from the tutorial. We don't get to keep it, which is sad, but that's why I didn't really bother with collecting too much. Grab the blue gem from this crate and put it in there, or the blue power cell. Wait for this guy. I'm not worried about killing him. Then we can run past him and collect the gear and the other gear, and we can go back up the top. There's no guarantee they'll drop gears, so sometimes it's just better not to fight them. So we want to head to the left. It's going to tell us it's the wrong way, which should be an achievement. I love when games add that as an achievement. But we're going to ignore it because we want to collect these gears. We can't collect anything big right now. We can only collect these small little ones, but that's fine. So this is our base of operations, basically. We will need to upgrade this 3 times before the demo is completed. There is red power cells and blue power cells that can be made, and we have to turn on this generator in order to power the whole facility. But once we do, the enemies will basically come. So we're going to turn it on after we grab both the red and blue power cell. And now we want to create a red power cell. And then we want to head to the left. The left will be attacked first, so that's why we want to head left. Ignore the things, but we do want to build a energy tower and try and stretch it out as far as you can from the right there. As you can see down the bottom, I'm trying to match the cord up to give me as much length as possible. Then you want to go all the way to the left, and we want to build a barricade. You want to try and keep it within the zone. And the defense tower, you want to try and make sure it has room for the barricade. So about here should do. And then we want to get this here by holding A. This will give us a bunch of gears and eventually get destroyed. It's going to help us out at the start. And then we want to build another defense tower next to it as close as you can. That's why you see me moving. We can distract these guys if it lets us. As you can see, that was a green core that dropped. Bad guys drop green cores, and that's RNG, so that actually depends. Because of that, it will depend on the time it takes to complete the game. But it shouldn't be too bad. You have to repair any damages at the moment because we don't have any drones to repair them with. We want 2 more red cores. This is so we can start on the right side, and we want 1 blue core. Because now the right side's being attacked. The right side's a little bit more trickier. There's not enough room for everything. So when we set up the barricade, we're going to have to do a little trick. Basically with the energy tower. Again, I'm trying to stretch it out as far as possible. It's a little hard because the door is in the way there. But we're going to do a little trick with the energy tower to get the drones to go to the barricade, which I will show later. But for now, we want to build the barricade. As I said, you got to build it a little bit out of this one. We want to go down here. Well, we've got the chance. It takes a little while for them to get to us. And we can grab the ability to run basically now. We will be back in that underground chamber, but for now we can actually run, which is going to be handy. So you want to go over here and you want to grab these gears. And now we can build the defense towers. Again, you want to put it as close as possible as you can to the barricade. And then we want a second defense tower as close as possible to that one. Now we can build a drone station. You want to put it as close as possible to the door here. Just gives us as much room to work with as we can. You can only build the drone station if you got a green core, like I did earlier. You want to put it on the robot. And then you want to upgrade the second one. Upgrades are next to build with Y. This will make our drone stronger. And thankfully we got another green core. We also just completed the first wave, even though they're not all dead. We'll take it. So that gets you another achievement. So you want to collect the green core, and we can collect the thing. You can upgrade the defense tower, which I suggest doing. So push Y, go over to the upgrade one, and then buy both upgrades for both of them. This will make them stronger. Buy 2 blue orbs. I would buy more, but we don't have the gears at the moment. And we will look into that in a minute. So over here, we want to run as far as possible. Because there's an object here we can get gears from. And we're not going to visit this area. So it's a good thing to take advantage of. Don't forget you can run. The energy bar is just below the shields where your gun is. At the moment I can't run, but I'm still trying. So we want to upgrade both of these with the gears we just grabbed. We can collect the gears from this now. And we can collect the gears from this, of course. This is going to stock us up quite a bit, which is really handy at the start. So right here, since we got another green orb, we want to build our first drone station as close as possible for the left side, so that way we've got one drone station on the left and one on the right for now. You want to change it to the melee guy again, and you want to upgrade the second one again. You want to upgrade the other two. I don't use the create 4 more blue orbs and collect the 2 you have. I don't use the collection drones because unfortunately you need power in the areas. I would have liked it better if they didn't do that and they could just wander, and if they destroyed, they destroyed. So we want to go down that chamber and come to your right here. You'll see the guy we left alive, still alive and kicking. Use the blue orb on the generator. And then we can go to the left. And as you can see here, the left is the old area where we spawned. So we will come back to this to get that computer later. But we want to go back up for now. We just wanted to turn that generator on. This helps with running. So that's why we did that. Collect our orbs. Go up to the 2nd floor. Collect the red ammo. Sorry, it's the 3rd floor. Go up to the top floor and collect the red ammo. Then we can go back down to the bottom. Using the D-pad, you can change what ammo you use. We want to head over to the right, and we want to collect the gears that we come across. This is one of the parts we need for the tower, but we want to ignore that for now and continue heading right. We want to collect this right here so we can get a bunch of gears, the whole reason we came here. Remember to collect any body part gears that you see or come across. And now we can collect this one as well that we ran past earlier. And then we can collect this one here. As you can see, that's a nice build-up of gears we have. So we want to head down. And to the right, collecting some more gears. When we open this, there'll be a green power. We do need the green one, but I just want to show you to the left here. Once we collect these orbs, will be another one, and that's where the green one goes. So when we repair this, we will have to fight. It takes 4 shots to take down the ones with the whip, the average bad guys. I haven't counted how many it takes for the drill guy, but the best thing to do is change to the stun gun, stun him, and then fire upon him. Collect the gear that only one of them dropped. Hopefully you got more than I did. Go to the left here and you'll open this up. If we go to the right here, we can grab this and then we can open this and a red and green one will pop out. Grab the red one and go back upstairs. We're going to store it to the right because we do actually need a red one, but not right now, and it's a perfect placement if we place it where we put our blue orb. So store it here. That's the wrong one. Once you drop the red one after picking up all of them, then we can head back to the left. So with this fight here, it's not so much about killing them, it's more about distracting them to the point where you can complete the computer. We will kill a couple, and then when the big guys and stuff start to show up, we're going to basically distract them by letting them attempt to hit us. So this is where you just run basically like so and avoid the attacks. If you have to run all the way through to find a gap, then you'll have to run all the way through to find a gap, but thankfully they will follow. They don't go straight for the computer as long as you are smart and watch your back, you won't be hit. And with the computer now done, we can head off. So just run through them. And we can go back up after we collect the green gem, because we're going to leave a blue orb here. By leaving and coming back later, it despawns those guys, they do disappear. Which is handy for us because then we don't have to worry about killing them or fighting them. So we want to build another drone station as close as we can to this one. And this one we want to set to repair, so we wanted to pick the first upgrade. We can also add light step now, so we want to add light step to the upgrades for the drone station. You want to put in a max amount of gears to get the ammo there. And then you want 4 red power cells again. And we're going to go up to the top of the tower. And to the left, we're going to repair the gun here. This will also get you an achievement. You want to put in one of the red, or the only red that we picked up. That'll keep it ready for later. So now if you need to save, you come to the second spot here, and you click on this computer, and you hit A. Saving the game can be very handy. Just, I will warn you, do not save during retaliation waves. I will explain what those are a little bit later. Be careful when picking up your red power cells, because you can sometimes create another one when you didn't mean to. So we want to head to the left. And here's where the RNG factor comes in, because I got a green power cell. So that was lucky, because now I can build another drone station right here. Again, make it as close as possible to the other drone station. We want to upgrade the first one and the light step, and then we want to change it to a repair drone. We can also add light step to this one because we haven't done that yet. The repair drone will repair the barricade for us here. The repair drone won't on the other side until we upgrade it later, but that's way into the game, so we still have to do the barricade. The point of the drone on the other side is to help us out later with something else. Pick up a blue orb. Then we can head downstairs. This is where you do want a save, because if you don't do this right, you could waste materials or worse, die. But it shouldn't be too difficult to copy what I do. As you can see here, all the enemies that we were facing before and distracting are gone. Sadly, they don't drop anything when they disappear, but it is what it is. So we want to close this here for now. And this guy will tell us that we're not allowed here. Just ignore him and go past him. Ignore the part there and go past again. And we want this big computer. So it takes 3 gears and a red gem. Once we repair it, we will have to defend it. So on the right here, we'll have a robot spawn, and we want to shoot it with the yellow ammo. This is why we stocked up. And then on the left, we will have a giant robot and a small robot. Change to the red ammo. It'll take 4 shots, the red ammo, to destroy the big guy. Then change to the right and destroy the robot. It's there. It takes 4 bullets to kill those 2, 4 bullets to kill these 2, and then we want to head to the right again, because there'll be 2 more, and it takes another 4 bullets from the red one. That'll be all of them, and that'll get us an achievement for beating or for fixing the big computer. This also gets us a nice upgrade that we can use on our defense. So we want to head to the left here. Don't worry about that elevator. We want to get the gears from this right here. And we want to pick up this blue orb, head to the right. we want to head up with the left stick and then up again, otherwise it will stop there. This takes this all the way to the top. Want to head down and to the right. I did say we would fix this computer. So now we can fix this computer, and once it finishes fixing, we will be able to unlock another upgrade. Wait till this wave is over. As you can see, the robot fixes the barricade for us. Grab the blue orb. Create another blue orb. Grab that one. And then we can head to the left. We want to build a energy tower, and we want to be extending it as far as possible, matching the wire again. We won't be extending the base out far. This is just to grab the device here. We want to go down to the bottom. We want to grab that blue orb on the left, so that way we have 4. Try and be quick about it, but we should be good because we waited for the wave to end, so it gives us a little bit of time to work with. If you want the thing to move a little bit faster, you could change your repair drone to a carry drone temporarily, but it would only help you once you were in the power grid zone, which we currently are. And it would move it a little bit faster than I'm moving. But I don't particularly feel like the difference it makes is a whole lot. Once we get past the 2 red things, leave it there and destroy this by going to the left and holding A. And then we can hold A to dismantle it. This will get us our gears back, and it will also get us the blue orb back. Since we are not going to be building in that area or using it for anything else, it is better to get the equipment back than to waste the resources. So we want to head to the right again, and again you can change the repair robot to the drone that helps carrying these, which is the one that without the sword, or the repair robot. I don't know how to describe it, sorry. We can also upgrade our tower. So we want to do that. This means now that we can basically run as long as we're in our tower field indefinitely without having to worry about energy, which will come in very handy. Alright, so with that done, we can head to the left. And we can grab the gears from the fights. The blue orb. And then we can head to the right. Here we want to make 2 more blue orbs. And we want to upgrade this tower as well. And then we can go back and collect our orb. If we go up to the top, and we go to the right here and open this up, we will get 1 green and 1 blue. So we can go down to the bottom here. And we can build a drone tower with this green one. And we can upgrade that to be the 3rd upgrade, which is the carry one. Because for this part we will need the help of the robots that carry. So over here, when we open this, we will get some more green orbs. So we want to pick both of those up. And we can place another drone station again as close as possible. And we want to upgrade the 3rd slot and the last slot again. Unfortunately, we cannot fit the 3rd one here, as you can see. So we have these 2 and then those 2. But that's 4 drone stations, more than enough. So we can go over to the left here and we can place a drone station here. Again, as close as possible is the optimal, but luckily on the left you have a little bit more room to work with. So we're going to upgrade the middle and then the last one again, and we'll change this one to a defender of the barricade. So that means you have 2 people at your barricade now. And we just want to wait for this wave to be over. So we're going to head to the right. Grab the blue orbs we left. And right here I got a green orb, which is perfect because for this next bit we do actually need a green orb. So we want to stretch it out as far as possible. Now that the wave is over, it's the perfect time to do this, because you've got time to work with. And we want to build an energy tower. And then again, we want to stretch it out as far as possible and build another energy tower. See, that's what's annoying about the collection drawings. They will only collect if there's power to the spot. I would have liked it more if the collection drawings, they would have been more useful if they went into those areas to collect. But there's a chance that they bring a bad guy or something and get destroyed, because it does cost a gear to replace them anyway. So it would have been cool if they went off into the zones that weren't powered to collect gears for us. It would have made the game a little bit nicer, I think, but otherwise we can still work with the way it's designed. So we built another energy tower here. As you can see, I went and got another blue orb, and you should have too. So we can build another energy tower right here. This is what we've been preparing for. Before you collect that, move over to the right here, use the blue orb in here, and then go down. This is why we needed a green orb. Grab that blue orb, and then head to the right. Fix this computer with a green orb. We don't have to defend it, thankfully. This will give us a blueprint for the robots that will come in super handy. And then over here to your left will be an achievement. And then we can go back up. And to the left. Now we want to grab this and drag it. And hopefully our two robots that we assigned, mine are coming over right now, will come and help you. This is the only time we wanted them to help, because it's too slow and too far to do on your own. Once it gets to the red lights again, we can let go and let the robots take it, because it won't lose power if the monsters destroy it, because they're starting to spawn. We want to race as quickly as we can to down here while it's got power, because they will destroy our power supplies, but we're not worried about them. That's why we didn't build any defenses. So we want to open this, power this with the blue gem that we have. Once we kill these guys, stun him, and then we can shoot him. You might want to move away because he becomes unstunned, and then I have to move away. We'll grab that green gem in a minute. Now if you notice, what we placed was the red gem here, and this was why. So we could go over to the computer and we could use the red gem there. This one does require defending. And after that we get a nice upgrade. So we can head to the left. Grab the green gem. And then we can head up with the parts here. Depending on how the robots managed, they might have destroyed the power supply like they did me. In this case, you just have to go to the left. I plan for it. Go up to the 3rd floor and grab the blue gem down here. Then we can head to the right. We can also upgrade this now, so I recommend doing that. This will give us 2 drones instead of just 1. So it'll make carrying much easier. But we're going to turn them into defender drones. You want to wait till all the robots are killed before we rebuild the power supply to get that last bit. As you can see, it requires 2 gears and a blue orb, so it thankfully doesn't cost much to repair it. So now we can repair the power supply. And now we can move this over into the safe zone. Having a power supply connected is also what puts the robot next to the barricade, and that's the trick we'll be using when we need to do that. So hold A to destroy it. This will get us our gears and our power supply back. And as you can see, we even managed another green gem, so that's great. And the robot that's defending the barricade stays there now. He just needed the power for some reason to go to the barricade. When we make more of them, we'll have to do that again. That's what it looks like when they're defending the barricade. So we want to upgrade our barricades now. And this will add a extra thing that we can upgrade that slows them down a little bit. Collect all the gears that they dropped. And then we can purchase the upgrade with the blue gem. And then we can upgrade this to a double station. So that'll give us 3 guards at the wall. And we can also upgrade the damage they do. I'm moving this one out of the way and the robots are moving the other one in the way. We want to make both of those guards because, like I said, they won't collect any they won't collect anything, so you can upgrade them to guards now. And then we can move this out of the way. You can put it in the way of the doorway because it doesn't really matter in the doorway. We can still use the elevator because it's just the left stick up or down. But in this thing here, it is something we don't want in the way. So we want one blue power cell. And then we can create another one. Once we have 3, we can head to the right. Upgrade the magnet there. And this one here. Right now we're working on doing upgrades before we put the tower up, so that way we can fight off the wave that will come. So we want to upgrade that one as well. And upgrade the barricade here. As you can see, it cost me 1 gear to bring that drone back because the repair drone got destroyed. when you're trying to pick up stuff and you'll see it hammer, that's because it's trying to fix the other thing. So just let it do that. Try to avoid that guy. He's got a huge reach. But thankfully, because I got the green thing, I can now upgrade the green on that. And he dropped me another one, which is sweet. So we want to upgrade this one. So now both of those have the green upgrade. There will be more enemies on the right than there is the left always, because we extended how far we did. It woke them up. As you can see, we cannot move the defenders yet. And if we move the thing to the left, we can't push it any further. So for now, those two have to remain there. Even right now, he won't do anything because he's not connected to another tower that's near an area where he can dig. So even if I changed him, it does nothing, so it kind of sucks. Because they can't go and get gears for you unless you have a tower that's in a zone like this. But we're going to destroy our towers that we haven't yet, because we're going to get the resources from them, because we're not using them. I was just waiting until we finish that wave. Collect the blue orb. And then we can destroy the next one. Now we can collect the blue orb. And destroy the next one. And that's all of them destroyed. As you can see, there's no room for the energy tower, unfortunately. So that's why we do have to build it outside. And as you'll see soon, these guys are coming over now. And this is how we get them to come over to the barricade on the right side. It's a little bit of tedious, but it works, so no complaints. Then we can just dismantle this. And get our blue orb, and they will remain there. So I'm going to move this back to the right now that I showed you that you can't move them any further, unfortunately. Just so it's out of the way of the blue machine. We want to grab the 2 red orbs. We want to head to the left. Like I said, we're currently working on upgrades, so it's a bit slow. But it will help us for the retaliation waves. So we want to upgrade with these two upgrades. That fully upgrades that defense tower for now until we unlock more upgrades, which is great. And then we want to grab this red and this red here. And then we want to make 4 more. The red ones are very handy, so we'll be making a lot of them. So just be aware of that. Collecting the gears that any of the robots drop from the waves and repairing the damage they did to the barricade. So we can upgrade this and we can put the 2 red things into it, and you'll see how powerful it now is. Create 4 more after you grab 2 of the red power supply. And we can upgrade these 2. We still don't have a green one for that, but like I said, that's all down to RNG on that kind of stuff. But I've got plans for the green ones for now. Having it on just the one that's the main one is priority. A lot of this game will just be waiting for the waves to come so that we can try and get green orbs and gears. Grab 2 more of the red ones and head to the right. I figured that we could do the right side since we're waiting. Buy the 2 upgrades on this one. As you can see, that one is also missing a green one, but like I said, we were just focused on the front ones, not the ones at the back. So right now we're just waiting for them to kill them so we can get some gears and green gems, and thankfully they dropped 1 for me. As I said, the green gems is down to an RNG factor, so you might get lucky and you might not, and you might have to wait more waves than I did, and you might not. So we want to upgrade the drone here. That's the repair drone. So now that we'll have 2 repair drones. This is why we were waiting for the green drops. And then we can buy the upgrade here. This will increase the repair by 50%. And now again, we're just currently waiting so that we can get another green gem, hopefully. No green gems for me. That's okay. Make a backup save here in case, because there are known issues with the achievements, so that way you've got a spot to go back to if you have any issues. So you want to grab all 4 of the red ones, and then create 4 more. And then we want to repair this. It'll cost you 10 gears. And we're going to get constantly attacked while we're repairing it, but as long as you've set up your defenses like I have, you'll be fine. If you were lucky and got a green one, a second green one, you could have created the other repair drone so you had 4 instead of 3 like I have with the upgrade, but I went ahead and did it anyway without it because we will upgrade it later. I figured 1 fully upgraded out of 2 is not bad. So once we do that, we have to go up to the top, and once the fighting is over, we're going to get a retaliation wave. But we will get the achievement for building the first tower. You want to just sit on the laser, you don't want to actually use it. This is so we can keep an eye on the battle. We haven't hit the retaliation phase yet. Some people don't have any trouble loading after the retaliation phases, and some do, but I'm just putting the warning out there that before you repair your tower, make a backup save. That way you're all set up still, and if it doesn't pop, you'll be able to load that backup save. I was doing this run without saving and loading because I wanted to show you can do it all without having to worry about loading at all. So now that there's more spawning on the left, that's where we want to head. And as you can see, this is the retaliation wave. You get a bunch of them. And if they start to overwhelm, then you hold an X to take them over. And this is why we have the 4 red orbs, because with one already in, we get 5 shots. More than enough to take them out. Your group might be on the right, mine is on the left, but you can tell when a group is going to overwhelm because there's too many of the special types. I'm going to refer to them as grouped together. If they're just a couple together, then it's no problem like that. But if they're grouped and there's 3 or 4 of them, then yeah, it's better to take them out. See, right there I was going to, but they handled it, so I didn't need to. And then we can go over to the right side and see how that did. And as you can see, not too bad. And none of them are grouped, so they will be taken out fine, no problem. And now that we beat the retaliation phase, we get an achievement, come one by one. We only have 2 retaliation phases left to beat. So here, if you want to make a new save, you can, but remember to keep that backup one, just in case. So now we can move this one over to the left, so that way it's prepared for when we do activate it, but we won't be activating it yet. This one will require 15 gears. It goes up by 5 each one, so the last one will require 20. But we want to apply some upgrades before we do actually do it. And we want to repair some of our stuff. Grab the red gems till we're full, and make 4 more. Like I said, the red ones are important, just as important as the green. So here we can upgrade and make it a split tower, and this will make it 2 instead of 1 with all the upgrades, so that makes it really good. We can pick up the green gem here. We got lucky, and as you can see, I got 4 of them. We can add the green to this, so now it's got the toxic upgrade. And then we can head over to the right. And we can upgrade this one to a split as well. I wanted to do that before the wave started. Even got a green one on that side, so that was nice. So we can upgrade this one now. We want to keep it a repair drone still, and buy the repair drone upgrade. This will help us do the things later. As you can see, you need more gears, but thankfully we've got plenty before we can upgrade this one to a split. I do like the retaliation waves for the amount of stuff they do tend to give you. I wish the normal waves gave you a bit more as well. So right here we want to upgrade to a split, and we can put on the toxic upgrade, so bonus. And with our robots upgraded, they will help us out, so this will build much faster. And then we want to buy the accelerator and then the capacitor, and do the same for the other one. Hopefully you don't run out of gears like I did, because I'm waiting, hoping they drop more. So now we can buy the other upgrade. And we can upgrade, when we have enough gears, the next drone station. We want 4 red ones. And drone station still needs upgrading. Okay, good to know. And we want to pick up the, once we repair the thing there, we want to pick up the gears. And then we can do the upgrade for this one. So now it's a double, giving us 4 stations instead of 2. Again with all the upgrades. And again we can go for the reach, which is this upgrade here. Increases your range, and then we can grab that one there. Then we can pick up some more gears, so that way we can do it with the other one. Now we can make this one a double drone deploy. So that'll give us 4 people defending the barricade. And we can upgrade that so they do 2 damage as well. Then we can go and get that green orb from the left. We can build another drone tower when we get a 3rd gear. I'm just currently waiting for a wave. The upgrade parts of the game take a while because it's all RNG on how many gears you get and green orbs, etc. So we want to upgrade this one. We won't be putting a tower up until we upgrade the other one though, because there's no point putting a tower up and then having to destroy it and put up another one. So for now these 2 defenders will just be staying here. But we can buy the upgrade to do their damage by 2 now. And as we can see, the guys on the right here are slowly coming to us. And I had no luck with the right side giving me anything. So let's see how we did on the left side. Take the green orb that we stashed and we can use it to upgrade this. As you can see, that was just me fiddling around with the collection drones, hoping they might collect, but sadly they don't. Makes them kind of useless. They would if I powered up an area near the drones, but the drones would destroy the thing and you'd be repairing it constantly, so it's not worth it. We are going to build a tower though once we get the gears, so we just got to wait for another wave, which we're currently in, but I'm just waiting for the enemies to spawn. I'm going to go over to the left because they seem to spawn there at the moment. I wasn't expecting him to pop out of the ground like that. So grab the 2 green ones if you get green. I got 2 green ones, so I'm grabbing them to use them in. Leaving the red ones there. So this is what we can do now because we're further into the game. So we can go to the 3rd floor, and to the left here we can put green ones in here. Because now that we've upgraded all our drone stations, we don't necessarily need the green ones. We've also put the upgrades into the turret defense. So the use for them now is giving us gears. So this is why I said there's a lot of RNG in how quickly you'll complete the game, depending on what drops for you. Oh good, these guys are close by. So once these guys have been killed, we can build a power tower, and this will draw the rest of our drones over. As you can see, there they go. This will add 4 new robots to the barricade, giving us a total of 6 robots. Didn't mean to go into upgrade, go to destroy, and we can take down the power tower now. Grab 2 of the red upgrades, and then we can head to the left here after we go up to the 3rd floor, and we can turn this green one in. Now we can go to upgrade this one, and we can grab these 2 upgrades here. And then we can grab the 2 red that we left over here a while ago. Grab these same upgrades here. When you have the gears, of course. We have to wait for another wave. We eventually do want this upgrade, the high voltage coil. That's what we're working towards for all of them. Just takes a while to get the required gears. We want to hand in the green one here to get us a few extra gears. So now we can buy that upgrade, and now we only have one left for this one. We want to grab the red, last red one we have basically. And we can go over to here and grab the stuff that they left for us. Thankfully I got another green orb, so that's handy. It'd be nicer if the green orbs were 5 over 3. Just to help you get a little bit extra gears to push you over. Considering the robots only drop 1. So we want to upgrade this one so it's max. As you can see, it's got all the upgrades. So it's a nice little turret to mess with. This one still needs 3 more. So again, we're still waiting for the waves, so that way we can get some more gears. It's just about grinding up at the moment. So that way we can survive the next retaliation wave when we repair the station. So now we can just run to the left, because we got that wave over with. And we can build 4 new red cores with the gears it gave us quite a few this time, so that was nice. And we can turn in the green one to get a couple of more gears out of it. So you want to pick up 2 and you wanted to create 2 more to replace those 2. And then we want to go to the left here. And we don't have enough gears yet, but we'll be getting those 2 upgrades. Thankfully the left side seems to have provided for us. Not fully, but enough to get one of those upgrades. Just gotta hand in the green. And with that, we've got almost all of them. We just need one more. So hopefully this next wave will drop us enough gems to get the upgrade. Let's see how we did. Yeah, not enough for the upgrade, so hopefully the right side will provide for us. Turn in the gem first before heading to the right side in case they gave us more than one green. Just enough from the right side. This is why I said the RNG is a factor. I could have been one short and had to wait another wave, but thankfully I had just enough to do this upgrade. As you can see here, we need 15 still, so we can't repair this just yet because we have 0. So we do actually have to wait for another wave, unfortunately. But that's okay. I've been saving something. If we come over here, this will shorten the amount we need. Also gives us a red power gem, but now we've got 5 years, so we only need 10 from a wave. You could save it for the third one if you want, because that one costs 20, but I wanted to try and make this guide as fast as I could for you guys, so that way you didn't have to watch too long. Because we're all good to go. Just need those gears so that we can continue. And right here I was just chilling, taking a break while I was waiting for the enemies to die, and this guy got a cheap shot. Wasn't very nice. The right side doesn't really work for me all the time, unfortunately. Let's see how we did on the left. See, the left, I always get lucky. Good amount of gears and a green on top. This time we're going to use the green to build another drone station, just because this side needs a little bit more defense than the other side. I can pay for one upgrade, but I need the 15, so I can't do any more. Gonna check the right side just to see what they dropped before we continue. Sorry, Dream Buddy, we're just one short. I don't want to wait for another wave, so start the repair now. Grab the 4 red power supplies. Because after we repair this, we will have the retaliation wave, so we want to go up to the laser. And that'll give us 5 shots again. This will get you the Reconstruction 2 achievement for the second stage of repairing. And now we will have a retaliation round. So we just want to keep an eye on the battle until they actually spawn a lot of enemies grouped together. Let's go check over on the left side. I think they're going to be attacking more on the right side, so I'm going to head over there. I was correct, as you can see. Once this last group gets to the spot to die, that'll be this retaliation wave over, and we can head down and start repairing and preparing for the last one. Once we complete the last upgrade and the last retaliation wave, we then only have to do one more thing and the demo is done. Congratulations on making it this far so far. This unlocks the barricade upgrades, so now we'll be able to upgrade our barricades to withstand even more damage, which is going to be handy. And we only had to use 2 shots from the gun, so that saved us some ammo as well. And we got really good RNG on the green orbs because we got 4 just from this spot here. Now we can buy these 2 upgrades. And then we only have 1 upgrade left for that tower. So now we can buy the upgrade for the barricade. This is the one that takes the longest time because we don't have the drones come over. When it's upgraded, they do. As you can see now, they're coming over. Because the upgrade just reaches into the power spot. And we can add the 2 upgrades there, so we can repair this to create another defense from the 1 barricade, so that is awesome. We also want to get 2 more red. And we also want to turn in our greens. This will give us more gears to work with. We can buy the last upgrade for this one, so this side is now fully upgraded and there's nothing left to do on that side. We can head to the left now. And when I get lucky on the right side, I don't usually get that lucky on the left side, and this is one of those rare cases where there's no green gems for me. But that's okay. Gonna upgrade the barricade here while we're at it. I almost forgot. And then create the second upgrade here. That way we have a fully upgrade or fully second tier upgraded barricade. It's as fully as we can do it currently. Grab the green orb and then we can upgrade this station. Then we can upgrade the damage it does once it's done, and this will give us 6 fighters on the left and 6 fighters on the right. So we can get some more gears. And we can check out how the right side did during that defense and collect the gears that dropped. Didn't do too bad considering. We want to move this piece over to the tower, so that way it's ready for when we are ready. So now all we have is one upgrade left for that one. So again, we're just waiting for a wave so that way we can build up our gears so we can get these upgrades. And here I have to be a little bit cheeky and grab the green one and the other one. It was my hope by doing that more might spawn, but sadly it didn't work. But that's okay, we can turn those two in. And that gives us enough for that upgrade. And with that, that's all the upgrades on the left side done. So now all we need to do is get enough gems to buy 4 red power supplies and enough gems to upgrade the tower. It's about about 30 gears we need all up. So I want to buy all 4 slots, so that way we can fill all 4 slots. This way we've got ammo for the big gun when we do activate the repair part. Now we just have to wait for a wave to collect 20 gears. And once we have 20 gears, we can start the repair. And this is where we get to see the RNG factor and hope it's in your favor. Otherwise we're waiting for another wave just to get the gear that we need. Or gear amount, I should say. And here's where I only need 2 gears. So I'm really hoping the RNG drops in my favor. And it did not. Of course. So this is where I'm going to check the map to see if I missed any body parts, because that can happen and I don't really want to wait for another wave. Nothing on the left side. And I found one on the right side. Just one. Well, small victory, because it means I only have to wait for one gear to drop and I can just go straight away to start the third phase. The good thing is, I got to waste a bit of time while we wait for this wave anyway. If you're short like I am, as you can see, literally one short, the best side to wait on is the left side, in my opinion. They spawn closer, and we should be able to nick one if we get lucky and get one pretty quickly. I would recommend, since we are waiting for an extra wave though, to pick up a few more, because what we can do is have some backup gears in case we need to create more red orbs. But for now, I'm gonna activate it with just the 20, and I'll grab some more when this wave's over, because this one takes the longest to repair. So I'm keeping an eye on the bottom of the map there, on the right side, because that's where I'm going to plan on going to get some gears, so that way I can make more red ones if I need to. Since this is the last wave, it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. As you can see, they pretty much cleared out the right side, so I'm going to head over there now to get some. With 9, that'll allow me to create 3 red ones if I need it, so that's awesome. And now we can go back to repairing the tower. As you can see, the robots did a pretty good job of getting it about halfway. Once it's repaired, we can head up to the top floor where the gun is, and then we can just watch it until the enemies build up, and once they build up, we can take out the build up. Again, you have to rely on your own judgment to decide if it's the left or right that's got the pile up. I always use the specials to tell, so if there's like 4 or 5 of them grouped together, that's the side that's going to be the brutal side and to focus on. But it could be different sides for you, so just remember that. And then once we complete this wave, we only have one more thing to do, and then we're done. build the red ones so they're ready if we need them. Then we can go up to the cannon and watch the fight, interfere if we need to. I'm thinking it's the right side that's going to be causing me trouble for this wave, but we will see. This gets you the last and final repair achievement, the third one. And now we just have to survive this retaliation wave. Handled the right side pretty well actually, so maybe it will be the left side again. Okay, we'll check out the left side now that they're spawning there and see what kind of enemies are grouped up. And all the specials are on the left, so yeah, it's left side this time. Thought it might actually be the right. Left side clean, we can go look over how the right side's doing. Just got these guys to deal with, and then we should be good to continue on. And with that, that's the final wave. Congratulations. Now we can back out of that. And we can go down to the elevator. Stop on the second floor because I recommend making a save. Because if you miss something, although if you've been following this guide you shouldn't, but if you did, you'll be able to go back to that save where everything's done. But we can hit this button, and with hitting this button, that will end this level. And pop the final achievement. Hub map. And with that, you're 1000G. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.